Hi there, this is Dawn Thompson with ImprovingBirth.org. Our Vice President, Kristen Piscucci, also runs another website called birthmonopoly.com, and a couple days ago she put out a great blog post about using the language allowed. Anyways, this comment came in from a lawyer addressing a doctor, and I just thought it was so brilliant I wanted to share it with you. It is unfortunate you hold the view that doctors must act against women's wishes to save them from themselves. If you are not aware already, it is the law in every single state that when a doctor takes an action on a patient's body without consent, it constitutes as assault, not negligence or malpractice, assault. In such a case, there often is no limit on the amount of damages the patient may recover, both respect to the non-economic damages and punitive damages. The Supreme Court of the United States has also recognized clearly that every person has the fundamental right to decline medical treatment for any reason or no reason, and many state and lower federal courts have ruled expressly on this issue in the context of pregnancy. Women cannot legally be forced to undergo any procedure against their will, no matter how strongly doctors believe she is harming herself or her baby. It is the autonomy of the individual over his or her own body that is paramount and protected without question under our Constitution and state laws. Surely you would agree that even doctors cannot predict outcomes. So it does not make sense to recognize any set of circumstances where a doctor's view on what to do with a woman's body and her baby would win over her own. There have been cases where hospitals have secured court orders which were granted erroneously and later overturned to forcibly perform cesareans, and the woman and/or baby died days thereafter. Yes, there will be occasionally women out there who don't know what they're talking about. Just like every other right is subject to abuse by fellow citizens that embarrass us to no end. But it doesn't mean that they don't have these rights at all. Doctors that do not understand the law or their ethical obligations to their patients are not only embarrassments to their otherwise noble profession, but are putting themselves and their hospitals at risk for liability as pregnant women become more highly educated, highly motivated population with respect to medical evidence and the law. All ACOG's position statements, committee opinions, and practice bulletins are available online, as are studies published in obstetrical journals. There are also nonprofits with PhD-level researchers behind them, dedicated to translating obstetrical literature into easy-to-understand pamphlets and articles for pregnant women. So, OBs no longer have a monopoly they once did on medical knowledge. If you can read, you can inform yourself and make an intelligent decision about your care. And in fact, you may know more than the doctor in such case, since many of them appear to have forgotten, many of them have not gotten the memo on all sorts of things, like routine use of episiotomy has been essentially discredited for nearly a decade. I could add a few to this list, of course, like, big baby, not a medical indication for induction, or low fluids. Anyways, I digress. Also, there are attorneys such as myself that hope to make pregnant women aware of their legal rights and instruct them how to use those rights as compared to their providers to protect themselves from non-evidence-based and/or coercive care. As a result, OBs need to be prepared to contend with highly educated patients and answer their questions with meaningful information rather than dismissive non-answers, paternalism, and possibly force. Doctors have the schooling, yes, but there are bad out-of-date doctors out there, just like there are good up-to-date doctors, and women who are now informed enough to be a force to be reckoned with, that must and do have the right to say no to those doctors and be respected, or else sued. Can I just get an amen? Makes me want to jump up and clap and everything. So anyways, such a powerful statement, and it's why we rally. 2014. Come on out and join us.